And we're covering Colorado's weather tonight. We're going to take a live look now from our Lookout Mountain Cam. I see some clouds out there, Dave, but they don't seem very ominous, although that one in the upper right-hand corner might be.
Yeah, it's a little dark up there. No, our ominous clouds have all moved on down the line. They're out here from Lyman into Burlington and Kansas all the way into southern Colorado. But, man, we really had the rain and the hail coming down hot and heavy here in the Front Range early on in the day. Right now, just a few sprinkles out here in some of the foothills. There's one little thunderstorm just outside of Greeley here in Milliken. Not severe or anything, but you might have another little shot of rain coming through, and there's a little bit of lightning associated with that. Certainly nothing like what we had before when that big wave started early, pushed through the Front Range, and now is slamming out here into Kansas. And that pink shaded area you see down there, that's where that severe thunderstorm watch continues out there. But we did see some hail in the Denver metro area with that little rainstorm that came through and delayed the Rockies game. We had some pea-sized hail that really kind of stacked up on some of the roadways from here all the way up to Gilchrist up here. 1-inch diameter hail in Milton Reservoir just south of Greeley up there. And Colorado Springs was battered with 1 to 2-inch diameter hail in Monument, Air Force Academy, Manitou Springs, and the south side of Colorado Springs as well. Even the Black Forest had up to quarter size to half-dollar size hail. And one funnel cloud sighted just outside of Steamboat Springs out here. And we had one picture from Gretchen Patterson-Coleman, a rare landspout funnel. You could see it right there coming out of the cloud. Not a big mesoscale storm or big thunderstorm coming through. It's a weak thunderstorm coming through, but sometimes when you get these cold air storms coming through, it can create a little funnel because there are updrafts and downdrafts causing a little bit of shear going on out there. Here's a look at the hail on Federal Boulevard between 36th and 38th from Tim Whelan, driving it around in the rain and the hail there. And again, till 9 o'clock tonight, they'll be under the gun down there in southeast Colorado in that orange shaded area for these big storms that are winding through there. All due to a cold front and a low pressure area. The cold front came through early this morning, and behind it, the wave of moisture just slamming right into that cold air as it meets the dry air over Kansas, and right along that line is where we see the thunderstorms. Now, as this low moves out into Nebraska, warmer air will slide in through tomorrow, and that will start a ridge of high pressure moving back into the central Rockies, and a big-time warming trend for us. High today, 70 in Denver and Greeley, 68 in Boulder, and 66 in Fort Collins before the front came through. Right now, it's 59 in Parker, almost chilly there, and it's 64 up in Boulder with that cool down. So tonight, the storms move out. Still a little wraparound around that low here in the northeast. So tomorrow morning, we may have a little bit of fog and drizzle making it just out here to DIA, maybe up to Fort Collins and beyond. And then as we go through the morning, that starts to waffle on out of here, and we go mostly sunny to partly cloudy for the remainder of the day across the state. No afternoon thunderstorms in the forecast tomorrow. We'll calm down. Tonight, 40s and 30s in the mountains, 50s and 40s down low, and we slowly warm it up again. A little more summertime here. 80s across the eastern plains, 84 in Denver. That's normal for this time of year. 70s and 80s in the mountains, and the 90s return out there on the western slope. So for tonight, showers early and then partly cloudy otherwise, about 54 downtown. Tomorrow, mid-80s for the high as we start to clear out. It'll be mostly sunny, so we're going to inch back to the heat. And once we get to Tuesday, the 90s return. Mid to upper 90s for the remainder of the week. We have bike to work day on Wednesday. It's going to be hot. Take extra water. And I think by the time we get to Thursday, we may tie the record. The record high on that day is 99. So we'll be threatening the record books in the week ahead. If we go through that many 90s, we ought to come away with something.
Thursday will be bike to the couch in the air conditioning day.
That's a good idea.
Thank you, Dave. Up next, some of the best and the brightest in book learning. Get some lessons.